Did you know that nearly 1 in 5 adults in America experience mental illness each year? That's a staggering number. And yet, so many suffer in silence. But here's the thing, mental health is just as important as physical health. Ignoring the warning signs won't make them go away. Recognizing the signs of mental illness is crucial. This video is about giving you the tools to recognize those signs, those 10 red flags that you or someone you love might be struggling. We're going to break down each sign, talk about why it matters and what you can do about it. Because knowledge is power, and when it comes to mental health, early intervention can make all the difference. We live in a world that often whispers about mental illness instead of speaking openly. It's like this taboo subject that people shy away from, and that silence? It's deafening. It prevents people from getting the help they desperately need because they're afraid of being judged, labeled, or ostracized. But here's the truth. Mental illness is not a weakness, it's a health issue, plain and simple. Think about it this way. If someone had a heart condition, you wouldn't tell them to just snap out of it, would you? Of course not. Mental health is no different. Ignoring the problem won't make it disappear. So, let's dive in, shall we? Let's talk about the 10 signs you should never ignore. The first sign we're going to tackle is persistent sadness. Everyone feels down from time to time. Life throws curveballs, and it's natural to experience sadness, grief, or disappointment. But when those feelings linger, when they become a constant companion, it's time to pay attention. We're talking about a sadness that permeates your days, that saps your energy and makes it hard to find joy in things you used to love. Maybe you've lost interest in your hobbies, you've withdrawn from friends and family, or you just feel a sense of hopelessness that you can't shake. This persistent sadness can manifest in different ways. If you're feeling down for an extended period, if it's impacting your daily life, don't brush it off. It's time to reach out, to talk to someone. Let's talk about withdrawal, the second sign on our list. We all need our alone time, those moments to recharge and decompress. But when you start isolating yourself from others, when you're pulling away from social activities and relationships that you used to enjoy, that's a red flag. Withdrawal can look like canceling plans at the last minute, avoiding phone calls, or just generally being less engaged with the world around you. This withdrawal is often a coping mechanism, a way to protect yourself from feeling overwhelmed or hurt. But here's the thing, isolation breeds more isolation. The more you withdraw, the harder it becomes to connect with others, and that lack of connection can exacerbate feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and depression. If you're noticing this pattern of withdrawal in yourself, challenge yourself to take small steps to reconnect. Remember, connection is vital to our well-being. Chapter 4. Mood Swings, the Emotional Roller Coaster. We've all experienced mood swings, those moments when our emotions seem to be on a roller coaster ride. But for some, these swings are more than just a fleeting feeling. They're intense, frequent, and disruptive to their lives. We're talking about sudden shifts from feeling happy and energized to feeling incredibly low, irritable, or even angry. These swings can be triggered by seemingly insignificant events, leaving you feeling like you're on an emotional seesaw with no control over the ups and downs. If you're finding that your emotions are often unpredictable, intense, and interfering with your relationships, work, or overall quality of life, it's a sign that something deeper might be going on. Remember, you don't have to ride this emotional roller coaster alone. Chapter 5. Changes in sleep, when rest eludes you. Sleep. It's essential for our physical and mental well-being. But when you're struggling mentally, sleep can become elusive, leaving you feeling drained, exhausted, and even more vulnerable. Changes in your sleep patterns are a significant red flag that something's not right. We're not just talking about the occasional sleepless night. We're talking about persistent changes in your sleep, whether it's difficulty falling asleep, frequent awakenings during the night, early morning waking, or even sleeping too much. You might find yourself lying awake at night, your mind racing with worries and anxieties. Or maybe you're sleeping more than usual, using sleep as an escape from the challenges you're facing. Talk to your doctor, reach out to a mental health professional, and prioritize getting the rest you need to heal and recover. Chapter 6. Fatigue beyond feeling tired. We all feel tired from time to time, especially after a long day or a busy week. But when fatigue becomes a persistent, overwhelming feeling that doesn't go away with rest, it's time to pay attention. This kind of fatigue runs deeper than just feeling tired. It's a draining, relentless exhaustion that can permeate every aspect of your life. You might find yourself struggling to get through the day, your energy levels depleted even after a full night's sleep. Simple tasks that you used to handle with ease suddenly feel overwhelming. This persistent fatigue can be a sign of various mental health conditions, including depression, anxiety, and burnout. If you're experiencing persistent fatigue, it's essential to address both your physical and mental health. Chapter 7. Difficulty concentrating when your mind won't focus. Our ability to focus and concentrate is crucial for everything we do, from work and school to relationships and daily tasks. But when you're struggling mentally, concentrating can feel like an uphill battle. Your mind might feel foggy, easily distracted, or like it's racing with a million thoughts. You might find yourself rereading the same sentence over and over, struggling to follow conversations, or making careless mistakes you wouldn't normally make. Mental health conditions like anxiety and depression can significantly impact our cognitive function, making it challenging to concentrate, remember things, and make decisions. The constant worry, negative thoughts, and emotional fatigue that often accompany these conditions can make it incredibly difficult for your mind to settle and focus. Chapter 8. Unexplained physical ailments. When your body speaks. Our minds and bodies are intricately connected. When we're struggling emotionally, it often manifests in physical ways. Unexplained physical ailments, those aches, pains, and discomforts that seem to have no medical explanation, can often be a sign of underlying mental health issues. We're talking about persistent headaches, stomach aches, muscle tension, digestive problems, changes in appetite, or even skin rashes that appear seemingly out of nowhere. These physical symptoms can be your body's way of signaling that something is off, that it's struggling to cope with the emotional and psychological stress. Mental health conditions like anxiety and depression can trigger a cascade of physiological responses in the body, leading to various physical symptoms. Chapter 9. Substance abuse, the dangerous cycle. Substance abuse, whether it's alcohol, drugs, or prescription medications, is often a way to numb emotional pain, to escape from overwhelming feelings, or to self-medicate mental health issues. It's a dangerous cycle, one that can have devastating consequences for your physical and mental well-being. When you're struggling with your mental health, it can be tempting to reach for something that promises temporary relief, a way to silence the noise in your head or numb the pain in your heart. But here's the harsh truth. Substance abuse doesn't address the root cause of your pain. In fact, it often makes things worse. If you're struggling with substance abuse, it's crucial to seek professional help. Your life is worth fighting for. Chapter 10. Suicidal thoughts, reaching out for help. Suicidal thoughts are a serious sign of mental distress, and it's crucial to seek help immediately if you or someone you know is experiencing them. These thoughts can range from fleeting thoughts of not wanting to be alive to detailed plans for ending one's life. It's important to remember that suicidal thoughts are often a symptom of an underlying mental health condition, such as depression, bipolar disorder, or post-traumatic stress disorder. If you're experiencing suicidal thoughts, please know that you're not alone, and there is help available. Reach out to a trusted friend, family member, mental health professional, or call a suicide prevention hotline. You deserve to heal, to find peace, and to live a life filled with meaning and purpose. We've covered a lot of ground today, folks. We've talked about the stigma surrounding mental illness, the importance of recognizing the warning signs, and the power of seeking help. Remember, these 10 signs are not a checklist for self-diagnosis. They're red flags, indicators that it's time to pay attention to your mental well-being, to reach out for support, and to prioritize your mental health. If you've resonated with any of these signs, if you're feeling overwhelmed, lost, or alone, please know that you're not alone. There are resources available, people who care, and professionals who can help you navigate these challenging times. Remember, together, we can make a difference.